They identify once again Venezuela as a weak government, and it's in their hemisphere, right? So they feel perfectly justified, and they're obviously starting to provoke something there. Now, I think they're probing. They're looking to see. Remember, the Trump administration tried a kind of keystone cop regime change effort against Venezuela in his first administration that was farcical and didn't go as planned. But I think that uh, that the Trump administration is like any other U.S. administration, right? It draws from largely the same ideological qualified pool of people in the deep state, right? The permanent bureaucracy, the blob. And the blob all wants war. Everyone wants war in support of hegemony against Russia and against China and against Iran. But those people, they're not all on the same page. It's not monolithic. They prioritize those conflicts differently, right? And what should happen first, what resources should be spent where, largely due to their own specialties, right? Um, and there's a give and a tug, right? Obviously, during the Biden administration, the anti-Russian people, Victoria Nuland crew, crested to power, right? That didn't work out under the Trump administration, right? It you started to see the pro-Israel, anti-Iran people crest the power. Well, that hasn't worked out either. And now they're looking around. What else we got? Do we have any anti-Venezuela people in the room? Right? Can we have you come to the front? Right? That feels like the people who specialize in the Western Hemisphere that have long been, shall we say, relegated to the back of the blob, the deep state room, right? But now they're being ushered forward, primarily because they're looking for an easy war, right? There aren't any easy wars left to win.